Hi everyone, my name is Casey. Welcome to my channel to those of you who are new, and welcome back to those who have been here before. I was gonna say low-key, but I am high-key excited, guys. I got another Temu order, which means it is time for a Temu haul video. This is, to clarify, I'm not sponsored, nothing like that. I paid for these myself. Yada yada. But before I tried Temu, I had been hearing things for so long oh my goodness, pros and cons of Temu and Shein. And so finally I heard some really positive things and I was like, maybe I'll just try it and see how it goes. I did. I've had some great experiences so far, but one thing that I really wish is that I'd seen more videos of what people actually got from Temu, right? So, honest reviews, not sponsored, nothing like that, honest reviews. So let's do an honest Temu haul, right? Let's see what I got. I'm excited.
So first up, we have this black shirt I picked up for $6.67. The first thing I notice is these awesome sleeves. They're so interesting. There's also a bit of pleating on that one shoulder, but with the color of the shirt and the sizing, it's not super obvious. It fits really well and is long enough, which I absolutely love. But seriously, those sleeves are the best part. I think even though it's a little bit more of a subtle uniqueness, I think it's going to be very workable. For pros, it's not super see-through. The sleeves are gorgeous. It's long enough, fits well. It does have those unique details. There are no tags in the neck, and the price is unbeatable. Of course, for cons, the fabric is pretty thin. It's cheap material that won't really hold up for ages. The special features are pretty subtle, so it's not super obvious. And there is a tag near the belt area, which can be a little bit uncomfortable when styling. Next up is this other shirt I picked up for $8.99. Look at those sleeves though. They look even better on, I swear. They're also pretty soft. It's a nice soft mesh. You can't see as well in this video, but they do have the sparkles. It looks really pretty, but the ratio is totally off. Where the arms fit about perfectly, the midsection is straight up too big. I mean, it can be fixed with a belt, but it is starting off too big. I think ultimately the body isn't see-through, which is great. The sleeves are gorgeous, and there is a lot of detail in those arms. It is long enough to be fair. Again, there's no tags in the neck, which I love, and the price is pretty good for something that unique. On the negative side, of course, with any mesh sleeves, they are pretty easy to ruin. Their arm to body ratio is totally off, and it is perfect in the arms, but is way too big in the body. The fabric overall is pretty cheap, and the tag is located in the belt area, which can make it a little bit uncomfortable with styling. I think you'll notice a theme with a lot of these shirts. A lot of Temu shirts don't have tags in the neck, but do around the waist. It's a pretty common thing for the clothes I'm finding there. I love the lack of tag in the neck, though. Next up, we have this really cool shirt I found for $9.89. One thing I am so excited about is look at those sequins. I'm not going to be a glitter bomb everywhere, but I still get to sparkle. I noticed the crop fits me a little bit different than the model, but it really hits about the right spot on me, which I love. I don't love that zipper in the back, however. Overall, though, look, it's gorgeous. It is cropped perfectly with a beautiful design, sparkly without being a glitter bomb, very versatile, with actually one of the highest quality items I've found on Temu. I swear, the zipper even is there so that you don't stretch the garment, and then you won't lose sequins. The price is also incredible for an item of this quality. I'm honestly very, very impressed with this shirt. As for cons, really the biggest one is that zipper in the back. It does unzip all the way, which makes it pretty difficult to get on and off if you're not careful. It's workable, but you have to finesse it a little bit. Next up is this shirt I found for $7.59. I love that fuchsia. I do have this shirt in several other colors, so I'm not surprised that I do love this. There's that beautiful pleating along the shoulder on the one side, a little asymmetrical. I love the way that the fabric lays. It's incredibly flattering. I love that it fits well without being too big. Ultimately, the details pop really well because of the color. That draping is so flattering, making this a really interesting basic. Again, that color, that fuchsia is so stunning. It fits well. Once again, there's no tag in the neck. And the price is incredibly reasonable for something I'm going to wear all the time. As for cons, once again, the material isn't the best. It's not going to be something that's going to hold up for like 10 years, like some other pieces I've had. The inside is also semi-unfinished, specifically along that neckline. It's not going to affect the garment too much, but it's important to note. It's also hard to predict sizing since it's inconsistent between posts, and again, there is that tag near the belt area. Next up, we have this really cool sweater that I found for $13.49. This is a little more of an expensive find, but I think it's worth it. I mean, the sleeves aren't quite as big or dramatic as I was hoping, but they are still really gorgeous without getting in the middle of everything. It's a length where it is a little bit short, but not terribly so. It fits in a pretty decent way. Pros, again, there are so many details in that knit pattern. It is nicely cut and does fit well. The way in which it crops when you lift your arms is flattering. It's a very, again, an interesting basic that is incredibly, incredibly soft with, again, no tag in the neck, and the price is still really good compared to other places, even if it is more expensive for Temu. Cons, I am, of course, concerned about the durability of this sweater. It's, as always, the material is not necessarily going to hold up for like decades. The sleeve does have that flare, but it's not as wide as I was hoping. Huge potential to shrink, and this is more expensive for a Temu item. Next up, we have these really interesting scrunchies with bows on them that I found for $1.34. I do like how this looks on, but it is important to note it took like a lot of finessing to get this to actually go on my human correctly. I think that's just partly a practice thing though. That's, I think, more on me than on the product. But it does look really good on. Look at how adorable that is. It does also stay in my hair really well. And I'm guessing it's going to get easier to put on as I get used to it. The price is also unbeatable. It's really inexpensive, especially considering there's the black one and the cream one in the pack. As for cons, like I said before, it is really hard to get it to go in my hair and make it look nice. That bow just wants to go everywhere, but again, I do think that that's more on me than on the product itself. I think it's pretty comparable to what you'd find anywhere else, really, in a similar product.
Thank you so much for watching this Temu haul. I hope you enjoyed kind of more honest take to the haul video. I know I personally typically am super positive and I like a lot of these items, but I also know like this won't work for everybody. It's also important to remember, even though I like the clothes, I like them understanding the price point. It's not that they're the best clothes I've owned. It's not that they're the best clothes in the world. They're just pretty good for the price point. And, I mean, you can spread some up. Like, I like that these are clothes that feel unique and that you can spritz them up and, like, make them look like they're really cool. But I know they're not for everybody. Anyways, thank you again so much for watching. If you enjoyed this haul video, please do like and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for notifications. Thank you again and have a great day.